Hello, people of the internet. It's a nice, brisk January day. I think it's 14 outside, 17, below 20. It's too cold. So we're going to work on trying to fix that. This garage is a block garage where half of it is built into a hillside. So kind of like a partial basement. And it is not insulated. I have a wood-fired cook stove, but unfortunately the stove is just new enough that it's more for cooking than it is for heating. It does heat the little corner that it's in really well, but it doesn't do much else. So I did what everybody does and ran to Amazon and bought an electric heater that would fit with my electrical setup in the garage. This is a smaller heater than what most people get. It is a 55... Okay, the ad said 5,500 watt, but here it says 5,000 watt. So it's 5,000 watt. And I went with that because all the 7,500 and 10,000 watt units that people really promote and say work very well have too much electrical draw for what I've got in this garage. I currently only have 60 amp service, which does suit me fine. But when you get into the 7,500 and 10,000 watt units, they really want like a 50 and a 60 amp breaker, and I just didn't want to go and change things. The wiring out here, the supply wire, is of an appropriate gauge. I could actually go to 100 amp, and my service panel is 125 amp. And the gauge wire is rated for 100 amp service. So I could go to 100 amp. It wouldn't be a problem. I just don't want to change things around and do that. I'm happy with the 60 amp. It's worked for the last couple of years. Keep status quo. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? Just remember to work within the electrical requirements that you have. Taking some ideas off of the internet, I am not going to permanent mount this to the rafters. I'm going to put it on like a cart, basically, to roll it around. I have a NEMA 6-50 outlet for my welder at the back of the shop over near where the cook stove is, and I have another one at the front of the shop near where my breaker panel is, and I also have two welder rated extension cords. So I'm going to run a 6-50 style plug. I know it's older. If you've got different, go, but since this is what my equipment runs and this is what I've already got the outlets set up for, this is what I'm going to use. Let's see here, got about getting the camera turned around, and we'll figure out what we got and what we're doing. It doesn't want to move for me. It's frozen into the tripod. That's good. Can we get this in? Let's change the shot angle here. There we go. So I ordered this. This is Tempware 5,000 watt box heater. They're all basically the same. All these industrial ones are like this. And I ordered a $20 garment rack, a clothes rack, because it's rated for 85 pounds. This thing only weighs like 30. And at $20, I couldn't buy the 2x4s and the casters to build, I don't know if it's still going to be in shot, but to build this basic frame shape to mount this thing to. This, I think, was around 70. I really don't remember what this is. I'll link them in the description so you can see what we got. So those will get put together. Can I get this? This is going to be jarring. I'm going to pause it. Maybe. All right, we're back. So ran to the hardware store. Let's say I got my 6-50 plug. I got 3 feet of number 8 wire, which is good enough. This is 30 amp, so good enough for that. Got my cutters out. Grabbed a couple of little doodads because I'm sure I'm going to have to do a knockout on that and see where we're going. And like I say, right now, this is what I've got because this is what was in the garage, and I've been trying to use it. It does okay. Let's see, we got a good fire going in there. These do help move a little bit of air, but they don't move much. And one of the big problems is with the amount of just space and the fact that this wall here is in the dirt, this wall here all the way down is in the dirt. If I try to use this guy to move air, it draws so much air that it just ends up blowing nothing but cold air. And what I'm kind of hoping to do is, for the time being, until I can get this guy replaced with an actual wood burner for heat, a heating unit, I want to get, I want to try to couple the two together. And so basically I'll start a fire in here, get it nice and hot. I can open the oven door. Actually, having the oven door open releases a good bit more heat too. Have these little guys on here, and then maybe probably right about where I'm standing. So right about in this area over here, I can set that heater up, because there's my plug. I can set that heater up here, and then hopefully it'll catch the hot air here, push it through the electrical heater, and blow hot air instead of just sucking the surrounding cold air and pushing the cold air. It's a thought. It's not going to work, more than likely, but that's where I want to be. So yeah, we're going to get putting that together. I'll show you a couple of things on it probably once it's out of the box and I've got everything reasonably set up and whatnot. And give it a shot, try to use it. I mean, you know, a little bit of heat's better than no heat. Probably having longer welder rated extension cords would be good. I think mine are only 25 feet. But, you know, it's what it is. This shop is 20... It's either like 20 by 40 or 25 by 40. It's something around there. It's just smaller than my run barn. So, yeah, we're going to get to work. We're going to see what's going on, and I'll come back with some updates once things are out of boxes and set up. Okay, so the clothes rack is together, and yes, it's a $20 clothes rack. It is by far, I can't express how below like quality level this thing is. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here, maybe I can change it to camera a little bit. Yeah, there's no way in hell this is gonna work the way I want it to, at least not in this fashion. Well, you don't know. I don't know. I didn't know it was gonna come in like 18 pieces. There actually weren't a lot of reviews on this one, so it didn't have a lot to go off of. You know, don't be like me. Don't just buy the cheapest shit you can find. So, now I got to back up, regroup, and try to figure it out. Because, like I say, that's just not gonna, I don't even know if it's in a shot. That's just not gonna work. So, let's have a think about this. Okay, so we went out, we had a think, we had a lunch, and this is what I came up with. It is much more rigid now. These were all just random scraps. You might have seen these laying up in the back wall earlier. This is something extra that was just in the overhead tear down from one of my wife's projects. But a few sheet metal screws and a couple of quick wood screws. And this will work just fine for what I want. Now I've got to figure out a way to mount. Hold on. Got the pigtail on. We're going to mount this kind of up here like that. I kind of wanted to do it from the center point, but because of the way this thing went together, it's just not going to happen. So, not really sure what I want to do. Might just put 2 bolts in it and hold it like that, because then I can just tilt it this way or that way. So yeah, we will come back to that, but that's what it's going to look like. So hopefully the next time I turn this on, that's what you'll see. Okay, so it's up, it's running. It's actually pretty warm. Well, decently warm over here. It puts out a good amount of heat for what it is. It's not great though, and it's definitely not enough to do this entire area. But part of the reason why I wanted it on a stand that was mobile and to be able to hook into the existing welding circuits is that way, you know, if I'm working, I can kind of move it to where I want the heat to be. I can localize it that way. And it's not just one big box in a corner doing whatever it's going to do. That's probably going to be something in the future. Right now, I'm just not at that point working on this yet. I do need to figure something out to get better lasting heat in the garage. And, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, don't throw your money away on something that's not going to work 100% first time you do it. And that's a very valid point. You shouldn't just put good money after bad. For the time being, I need something, and I haven't really decided how I want to do it in here. I've got kind of low ceilings. They're only maybe 8-foot ceilings. The roof needs to be replaced. When I get it replaced, I'll probably get an insulated roof put on. So I don't want to go too crazy until the roof gets replaced, because all this stuff in the overhead, all the stuff that's mounted to these rafters and whatnot, it's going to have to come down. So the more shit that's wired in, the more stuff that's stored, all of that, it's got to come down, and it's going to be that much more to take care of. So, you know, burn that bridge when I get to it. Don't be me. Do it right the first time. But it is pretty nice, and it's putting good heat out, even up to where I've got the camera, which is a good probably 5-6 feet away from me. That corner, like I said, that corner stays pretty warm as long as I got that stove going. So it's drawing the air from that out and heating it. I don't know. It sounds like it should work in my head. Maybe it doesn't. But this is pretty nice. You can adjust the heating profile. So it's a 1, a 2, and a 3. This is the highest. I'm assuming. This is a temperature gauge. But really all I've noticed it do is turn the fan on and off. I don't know. I should probably read the instruction manual. No. You can manually adjust the louvers. And with it on this little rack thing, you know, I can get it around. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. So that is the 5,000 watt garage heater. Let's say it. It's not bad. My garage is too big, but for its price point, it's really not all that bad, and it's not a huge struggle on the electrical. Like I say, you know, I've only got 60 amp service out here. This is a 30 amp unit. I think the specs on the inside when I had it open said that it was a maximum of like 28 amps. No, that's wrong. Okay, I forget what the specs were. But yeah, it does suggest a 30 amp breaker, which is what I've got to run my welder and air compressor and everything like that. All the 240 stuff is on a 30 amp breaker. Yeah, I don't know. It'll work for me well enough, and it gives me time to plan for something a little bit more permanent, a little bit better, because again, roofs are expensive, and I don't know when I'm going to get to it. So I'm not going to stick a whole shit ton of money into doing things. I just need a little bit more comfortable when it's cold out. So everybody get out, have fun, go do something you like.